What's going on, Facebook? What's up, YouTubes? Big Billy Ratliff, myself, the inventor of the Icky Shuffle, Bobby Catfish McGraw. We're going to help y'all make some rent money. We already helped everybody make rent money. This is for the car note. We helped them on the other video for the Tennessee-South Carolina game. But this is for the car note, and this is for spending money. We're going to help you, ain't we, Billy?
Well, guys, I'm going to tell you like this. If you really want to do that, make sure you tune in and listen to what I have to give you, because if you listen to the guy next to me here, you guys might have to go and click unemployment.
No, Billy just got through saying, now I'm not letting him get away with that. He told me that I was perfect at the end of the season, and I'm going to keep that streak going. And you kind of got a little soft at the end of the season.
I did. I mean, I was trying to let people catch up.
No, you were trying. Don't get me that.
I was serious. I was like, I'm just going to do something. Let's try something. Whatever.
I haven't picked out a game of the week. I have. It's Tennessee, South Carolina. Load up on Tennessee. 3.5 points. Man, that's like taking candy from a baby. But let's just go down the list. Should we start with the noon game? Florida, Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin's first SEC game. I'm surprised we hadn't heard the trash talking. Maybe I just don't get on Twitter, but he can tweet up a storm now. It's at Ole Miss. You go first, and then I'll give the pick 'em. Listen to the wrong pick right here, and then I'll tell you what you need to take.
Okay. Well, guys, here we got Florida and Ole Miss. We got two pretty good teams, loaded with a lot of seniors. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss here, just because of the fact that Ole Miss has a lot of talent that a lot of people don't realize those guys have. When you have seniors coming back and joining each other and having a great all season, and you got a coach like Coach Kiffin coming in as a great motivator as a coach. I mean, a lot of kids that came through him, and I've spoke to these guys in the past, and they all like Coach Kiffin, man. He's a player's coach. I mean, they love him. And from what he got passed down to him, he got a lot of talent on that team to work with. And with his system that he used, I can see him either keeping it close within a touchdown or possibly winning this game.
I've been back and forth on this one, Billy. And Crying Ryan Trick that watches this on YouTube, Gator fan, go ahead and turn your TV off now and don't listen to this part because you'll have a heart attack. I know I would rather Ole Miss win, mainly because that way I can flap my gums to Crying Ryan than Gator fan. But Florida is going to run away with this ball game. Florida will win by at least 17. Mark it down. I know we got a lot of Georgia fans that are going to have a heart attack me saying that because they can't stand Florida. And neither can Tennessee fans. But I'm out to prove that I know I'm a betting genius. And I am a betting genius. The last after the season, when I ran out of money and I started making picks without any money, just on my heart, my gut feeling, I was on fire. I was perfect. That's what I'm going for right now. I'm going to take Florida and give up 13.5.
Good luck, Bobby. I'm telling you, man, this is the first week of the SEC, and I'm talking about sloppy football is what we're going to see. Lots of turnovers and probably quite a few injuries this week. You never really see us playing like SEC playing like great opponents or anything. And I'm not saying that Ole Miss or Florida are great opponents. But right now, at the first beginning of the season, it is even game. You have to come out and show that they are ready to play. And Coach Kiffin is not going to come out timid. He's going to have the playbook wide open.
Well, I think that's going to be his Achilles heel. He wants to show everybody. He's going to come out.
He's matured, man. He's matured. He most definitely has matured.
I don't know.
He's had opportunities, and I tell you this here, I guarantee if you go ask him now, if he could change his mind or where he was at when he was here with Tennessee, would he have stayed? He'll tell you yes.
Well, you're going to need to call Blue Water Climate Control when y'all follow my betting advice, because you'll need to cool off, because that's how hot I'm going to be. We're going to jump right into a trap game. You know what these trap games are. We're going to go to the next noon, which I hate noon games. They ought to outlaw. I barely wake up by noon, Billy. You know that. I live here. I barely up at noon. And if I'm up, I just got a T-shirt on and I'm wiping sleep out of my eyes. But Kentucky, Auburn, at Auburn. Auburn's only favored by 7.5 over Kentucky. You know why? Because the betting people, they heard Catfish say that Kentucky was going to be a sleeper in the SEC. Not to win it, but they're going to be better than everybody else. So that number's proving my point, Billy. What do you say? I'm not going to tell you which way I'm going to go, but 7.5 Auburn favored at home.
I mean, that's a pretty good pick. I can see Kentucky staying within the number, but I'm going to go ahead and say that Auburn is going to come out and smash those guys, man. You know, everybody is – I don't know what it is that everybody is expecting Kentucky to magically throw this dust out there and become a football school. It's not going to work, Bobby. You know, I would like to see it happen just because it gives Tennessee a reason to stay hungry. But I will say I'm gonna stick with it, and I'm gonna pick Kentucky with you.
All right,
I'm gonna say there, stay with.
See, I got him a little nervous because he's remembering the last half of the season. I went with a gut feeling, and I said Kentucky's going to cover that. If they lose by 7, they cover it. I'm going to say Kentucky, so we're going to keep track. I'm writing it down so you can't cheat on. You cheated on me last year.
Well, you know what?
You changed your pick after you picked on camera, and then later you changed it up. I caught wind of that. I'm
going to tell you why, Bobby. Like, typically, I try to let you win some, man.
No,
like,
you didn't.
Get even. But I'm not going to blow you out the water this week. I'm going to give you opportunity this year.
All right. We both got Kentucky. The next game is the 3:30 game, Mississippi State, LSU. That's a tough one. LSU favored by 16.5. I'm going to go first this time. Listen, corn dogs down on the bayou, LSU. Y'all good team. Now, we love Mr. Dugas. We love him. Courtney's a great guy, good friend of mine, LSU fan. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all taking a step back, and they got Mike Leach. I'm jumping all over with both feet. Bet the farm that Mississippi State covers that 16.5. I'm going to put a C by Mississippi State. I'm just telling you, LSU's not what they used to be, and Mississippi State's got a good cut. Listen, whoever plays Mississippi State's going to see stuff they've never seen in the SEC before. Don't be laughing. Mike Leach has got, man, I'm just telling you, take Mississippi State all day long on that 16.5.
Okay, guys, everybody he's trying to throw some magic dust out there once again. You're talking about LSU team, man. What did they win the national championship last year?
That was like that when they had Joe Brady as a quarterback whisperer and Joe Burrow as a quarterback. They lost a bunch of linebackers. I'm just telling you.
So here,
take Mississippi State.
Let me tell you a little secret about teams that win national championships. The next season, you know what typically they're doing?
They got up there. They're fending off people shooting at that bullseye on their back, which is what's going to happen.
They are typically doing what you do when you empty the clip of your chamber. Reload.
Hey, they do got that one good receiver. What's his name? I forget his name now, but he was a freshman last year. I think he did some
the
returnings.
System that they run, it doesn't matter who's out there, Bobby.
Yeah.
They still have all those athletes, man. You still have the exact same stuff. The defense is loaded. So I don't even see who do Mississippi State have to even slow these guys down?
Well, either Joe Burrow was Jesus incarnate or he wasn't. If they don't drop off, then you've got to take the Joe Burrow as Jesus, Johnny or Joe football moniker away from him, and it wasn't so much Joe Burrow. Hey, he looked good the other night on – who'd they play? Cleveland? He looked good. He had a bunch of passes. He looked good for rookie. But, yeah, Billy's got LSU. I've got Mississippi State. We're going to go to the 4 o'clock game. This is where a lot of our viewers, Georgia fans, Georgia, Arkansas. Georgia favored by 27.5 at Arkansas. New coach. Is it new coach? Mm-hmm. Yep, new coach. 52-point over-under. You go first on this one.
Whew, man, that is a lot of points, man. You're talking about 4 touchdowns. You know, at first when I was looking at it, I was like, that is just too many points, man. But
That is
when
a
you
lot of
think
points.
about what's going on at the moment, Arkansas is they're rebuilding, which they're going to be like that for a while until they're able to keep the coaches in there and get these kids to understand what they're trying to do. And just because they're not winning, they don't have to keep turning over and getting coach after coach after coach. You got to find some type of foundation first to build on. Now, with the point spread and trying to cover and do these things, I really think that this number is a little inflated. I think that
I agree.
Arkansas will be a little bit more fundamentally sound this year because they are expecting to lose. So why not come out and play, give it all you got, and hope for the best and win? But I still don't think Georgia is 4 touchdowns better than those guys right now.
Well, when I first saw the game, I didn't even know what the spread was, and I said, "Oh, that's a 4 or 5 touchdown victory." And then I got to thinking, "Oh, they don't have their quarterback they thought they were going to have, Georgia. They lost their quarterback from last year. It's at Arkansas, which I don't think that means a lot this year. But I was thinking if Arkansas scores 7 to 10 points, you know how many points Georgia has to score to cover that? And I don't think they can first game out of the gate. Not that I don't think Georgia's a good team. I don't know because I don't know what quarterback they got. But if you're going to try to make money, it's about making money. It's not about fandom on this show. The fandom was on the other show, the Tennessee-South Carolina game. But I'm going to put my money on Arkansas. I'm going to throw a couple bucks at it. So do you take Arkansas and I take Arkansas to cover the 27.5? Now, the point spread may change between now and then, but we're making our picks based on today. So that's what we got. I don't know what else going to happen, but Billy's knew what I was going to pick because we had a pregame thing, a pre-show thing, so he didn't want to get too far behind. So that's why he changed up on me. He's going to take Georgia for the show, and then he changed his mind. Don't let him fool you. I know what he's doing. All right, let's go on to the next game. What's the next game? 7 o'clock game.
Yep, I think that's the Bama game.
Alabama, Missouri, 27.5 points. I'm going first. Alabama's going to win by about 40. So that answers your question. Put your money on Bama.
Well, I'm going to say I'm going to go different. I'm going to take Missouri with the points.
Really? Okay. That puts me in one game ahead. That gives me a game because I'm going to take Bama and you're taking Missouri. Why are you taking Missouri?
Well, I mean, everybody's expecting Alabama to blow everybody out every single time. You know what I'm saying?
It's only 27.5, though.
It's a lot of points.
Do you know how many times they were favored by 40 and 50 last year?
Bobby, that is what you just said. What was last year? 2019. What's this year?
I know, but 27. Now I'm starting to change my mind because it's his first game of the year. It's at Missouri, which I don't mean anything because I don't think there's going to be the home field advantage.
I don't think it's going to be like that.
Hey, you can't beat Alabama and the refs. Seems like you've seen that. There's been video footage of Saban dropping a bag of money by the refs on the sideline. That's why I'm picking Bama.
Hey, take Bama.
It looked Photoshopped, but it wasn't Photoshopped. I've seen him drop a big old bag of money. There were gold coins falling out of it right in front of the ref. The ref looks down. Did you see that last year? That's why you take Bama right there.
Well, guys, I mean, I'm already looking at I'm gonna be way ahead. This I don't think this will be pretty at all.
No. Well, this might be the tiebreaker here. This is the only non-SEC game we're going to be betting on. FSU, Miami. The only reason we're putting all this is because we sell this on our website, the merchandise. We got every team you can think of on our store. Fanpride.zone. We go to volunteerroadshow.com, click on the store, and it'll take you there. You can buy FSU gear and Miami gear. But anyway, Miami's favored by 11. The way that how do you pronounce his name? Derek? How do you pronounce that quarterback? King, Miami quarterback. Derek? Anyway, he's a good quarterback. I think I seen something. He's had like a rushing touchdown in the last, I don't know, bunch of games. FSU don't even have their coach. Is he like COVID, so the Rona's he can't even be in the press box. He's got to be like at home.
Yep.
He might be Zoom calling in the plays or something from Zoom.
I think he will. He won't be anywhere near the kids. I mean, I'm quite sure they're doing video conferences and stuff and practice and things, and I still think he'll have the kids motivated to be able to play and let everybody know that they are still loved and he cares about them. Even though he's at home, he would rather be there with them to take this win that they're going to get this past weekend, this coming up weekend. Florida State.
They're not going to beat Miami.
Florida State.
They're not. Get out of here.
Florida State will cover the 11 points, and it will go way under 53.5.
No way. There ain't no way Florida State gets within 2 touchdowns of Miami.
Bobby,
I'm writing it down before you change your mind, because what is that water? Is that water you gave me last week that about made me drunk?
Hey, this is pH balance 9.5.
That ain't out. Well, something's over there making you crazy, and there ain't no way. People, don't listen to that. I'm sorry, guys, that we're putting this out there, because there are going to be some people saying, "Oh, Big Worm's got a national championship ring. He's got 2 SEC championship rings. He ought to know." And now you're going to cause all these people to gain all the money they think they were making up until they're going to go home broke at the end of the week if they listen to this. It ain't going to be within 2 touchdowns.
Well, Bobby, here.
I'm writing it down for you changing my beat.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why. I mean, a lot of people look at what Miami has done these past 2 weekends, and I still say they have improved quite a bit. They look good these last few weekends. But you're talking about an in-state rival. These kids have played against each other in high school. These kids are ready to play. And I'm telling you, this Florida State team, they're bad. Now, they're not back yet, but I guarantee they will be up for this game.
This ain't Bobby Bowden and Jimmy Johnson wide right stuff. This is a new rivalry. Hey, we were talking about something.
What's that?
Let's go ahead, and this is not betting, but we were talking about prime, going to Jackson State. And the first thing I said was he going to be at Florida State next year or the year after that. That's what he's angling for. What do you think?
Well, I can see him having. I mean, because he has to get some experience at head coach before he can get a big-time job. You know, I'm not surprised that Primetime took that job. You know, he was coaching high school ball over there. I think it was over in Texas somewhere. I'm not for sure where he was at.
I think he was coaching his son, wasn't he?
Yeah. And of course, you know, they came down here to Knoxville and beat the team over there. Beat them pretty
Catholic,
bad, too.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. And I think he is trying to get his resume to fit so they won't say he just gave him the job.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, a lot of people in Mississippi are feeling the same way, that they gave him the job.
Yeah.
But, you know, they have to do what they have to do is get themselves put back on the map, because Jackson State used to be a pretty good team in the
Well, you're from over there.
And they are like the Vanderbilt of the conference now.
Hey, if you're a DB and you're not, I'm going to tell you something. He's going to get some looks, some recruits playing defensive back. I mean, you would go there just to say I was coached by Prime. Well, you notice he goes by Prime now.
Yeah, it does. But this is the situation with that, though, Bobby. I don't think that these kids will look at him the way our generation looked at Prime, because they didn't get to watch Prime Time do what he did. You know, most of the people that are loving Prime going to Jackson State and they're going to send their kids there are people that grew up during his time or played watching him in the NFL, because most of the kids now, they don't think about that no more. They don't look at that like that, you know. Only thing they think about now is what school I can go to get the most likes and the most views.
Yeah, social media has changed, and he's in good shape. He's going to be out there actually coaching up them boys. We're the same age. He's in a lot better shape than me.
Hey,
you can just look on the camera and see that. But he's going to be out there showing them how to backpedal and all that stuff, how to read the quarterback, how to know. I'm telling you, watch. He'll be at Florida State in 3 years max.
I can see that, man. And Prime he's doing. I mean, I like the thing. I mean, because I will tell you this here. It will be hard for a lot of those kids to leave the state of Mississippi now.
Do you think it makes it harder for him to go to Florida State because he is prime time and he played there, and he probably wouldn't want to be under that microscope that he's going to be under back at his alma mater? Or do you think he'll go somewhere else?
Bobby, you don't get the name prime time if you don't want to be on the spotlight.
That's true.
And that's the one thing about prime Deion Sanders love, man. He loves the spotlight, man. And when the spotlight is on him, he shows out. And that's what he told everybody. He's not going to Jackson State to lose. That's what he said.
Well, anyway, we're going to come back here Monday or Tuesday, the day. Hey, if I'm right, I may not even be back on the Volunteer Roadshow because I'm going to be so rich come Sunday. And I'm not even going to bet on – I don't bet on the NFL. The last 3 times you suckered me into betting on the NFL, I lost. I'm not touching the NFL this year. But college, I'm the genius. Don't be looking at me like I see on the screen over here how you looking on me. I may not be looking at you, but I can see you over here. Anyway, y'all know what's coming next. Don't listen to Billy. Listen to Catfish. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. If you follow my advice, you'll have so much money you won't even be able to count it. You'll burn your money if you had as much money as I'm going to end up with come Monday. I promise you that.